In this video, I'll be talking about what my life at Harvard has been like since I arrived on August 20th and moving day the 27th, and since that was like the last update I gave you guys. But yeah, find out what Harvard life is really like, I guess. Hey everyone, I'm Jordan Sanchez. Welcome to the Queen Next Door, where I do lifestyle, college, fashion, beauty, vlogs. I'm a first year at Harvard College. I'm from New York City, and yeah, today is November 6th, Wednesday, November 6th, and I have been at Harvard for about 2 months, a little over 2 months now. I got here on the 27th, no, August 20th. And then that move-in day was the 27th. Also, since it's early November, I know everyone finished submitting their early applications. Good luck, I hope they went well. For you regular decision peeps like me, like study, 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 work hard, finesse your first semester grades. I don't know what else to tell you. Please work on your supplements before winter break and submit them. This semester, I'm taking 4 classes, and since I'm concentrating in physics, most of my classes have to do with that. I'm taking Math 1B, which is the equivalent of AP Calc BC, and it covers integration techniques, series, differential equations, and I forgot the first unit that we did. The second class I'm taking is Physics 15A, and I think I don't even know what it's about. No, I know what it's about. I don't know what it's called, but it basically has to do with projectile motion, forces, torque, energy, momentum, rotational motion, and special relativity. Wait, here's the book. Introductory Mechanics and Special Relativity, taught by David Morin. And I'm also taking Expos 20. So if you don't already know, all Harvard freshmen have to take a class called Expository Writing, and there are 2 levels, 10 and 20, and you do this placement essay during the summer before you enroll. Yeah, so summer 2019 for me. They put you in Expos 10, which is kind of like more intro writing, but all of the classes have the same curriculum, or Expos 20, and there are different sections. Sections are basically like smaller classroom settings, and each of them have different topics. The Expos section that I'm in is called The Psychology of Success and Failure, taught by Dr. Julia Galindo. She's pretty cool. And then my last class is a freshman seminar. Freshman seminars are taught by professors in either the college or any of the graduate programs, and it's like really specialized, you know, small student, small class feel, big school, whatever. And the one I'm in is called All of Physics in 13 Days, and that one is taught by my academic advisor, John Doyle. I just want to start this academics part by saying I forgot that you needed to actually like learn in college, because throughout the entire college process I was just thinking like, oh, I have to get into this school, I have to write this essay, I have to say why I want to go there, I have to talk about the research program, blah 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 blah. But I forgot that when I actually get there, I have to like do work, I have to learn, I have to study, I have to take exams. When I was taking those placement tests, especially the math one, I was like, wow, this is challenging. I actually have to learn. College is school. So that was like weird. So I came here forgetting that I had to do work. Orientation week happened, I was like, oh yeah, we have to pick classes. And then while I was picking classes, I was just like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, but I forgot that we actually had to do work in said classes. So good on me. I didn't really receive much help from my academic advisor, mainly because I didn't ask for help, I didn't need it. The physics department here is really, really strong, really solid. So they gave kids a sample program, which is online. I think even you guys could find it if you wanted to. And it tells you what classes you should take in each semester based on what math placement score you got, based on your background in physics and stuff like that. So that was just really helpful. And I basically have all of my concentration, that's what we call majors here at Harvard, concentration. So I basically have all of my concentration requirements outlined for the next 4 years. I'm Gucci gang, yeah. Math 1B is a lecture class taught in smaller sections, so we don't actually sit in a lecture. My section is Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 12. It lasts for an hour and 15 minutes, like all classes here, and it has about like 20 to 30 students, pretty small. There's a worksheet that we get each class, and each class has a piece set due. A piece set basically is short for problem set, which is a homework assignment that literally has a list of problems. In this class, they're not too bad. I mean, like, there are worse, so I'm not pressed about it. I kind of wish I was in Math 21A, which is multivariable calculus, but I don't know anything about series, but I do know stuff about differential equations and integration, so like, I would be going in there with an incomplete like foundation, so I thought, you know, just take 1B, even though I feel behind in physics and math. Math is pretty cool. We had 2 midterms and our next test is the final. My second midterm for math was yesterday. I think it went pretty well. I don't know, like math isn't that big of a, not that it's not that big of a deal to me, but it's like, it's not that hard. Doesn't take up much of my time. Piece sets are maybe like 2 hours. Not even 2 hours, because like I just finished 2 piece sets in 1 hour this morning, so it really varies. My next class, which might be my favorite class, is Physics 15A. So Physics 15A is a lecture, and there are 2 lectures, one on Tuesday, one on Thursday. Both of them are at 12 o'clock, and they last for 75 minutes. Then I have section once a week. Section is like that small classroom setting I was telling you about. That one has maybe 15 to 25 students. Basically what we do is go over what we learned in the lecture and solve some more problems, like independently, from the textbooks that our amazing professor wrote for us. And then we have lab once a week. Lab lasts for 2 hours. Mine is on Thursday from 3 to 5, so that's pretty cool. Physics is hard. It's really hard, which is like really weird for me to say because I'm not learning anything new here. I did AP Physics 1, and then I did Special Relativity and Quantum Mechanics last year. So I like know everything. It's just really hard. It's everything but harder, which is fine. College is supposed to be hard. College is hard for everyone. That class, it's fun. It's fun though. David Moore, the professor, he always teaches 15A in the fall. So he wrote 2 textbooks. One is this, Problems and Solutions for Introductory Mechanics, in Introductory Mechanics. And I'm gonna be real with you, I've never opened this book, ever. I've only opened it when the homework, like the piece set, is directly like asking you to do a problem from the book. Otherwise, I don't read it because there are other problems that I'm struggling with that are actually gonna be graded, like the piece set. Yeah, I should probably start reading that book. And then the next one is Special Relativity for the Enthusiastic Beginner. We used this book last year in my Quantum Mechanics and Special Relativity class, obviously for the Special Relativity part, at Bronx Science. And this book is literally the only reason why I passed the first semester. Like, it's so well written. I mean, it's hard to understand sometimes, but only because like the subject matter is very complex. It's really cool. Sometimes I read it, sometimes I don't. Usually I don't. I mean, the diagrams are nice. They're pretty. I mean, mainly because I read it last year, so I don't feel the need to reread it now. In physics, we have a piece set due every week, only one. On Thursdays, the start of the lecture, and the piece sets are 9 questions long, but the first question is always like, read the book, check solutions, which I never do. And then the 9th question is usually something like cute or funny. Like the last one was, how many places have you lived in? The one before that is like, tell me a math and science joke. So yeah, like they're really cute opportunities for extra credit. Always do that. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. We've had 8 piece sets, like we're turning in the 8th one tomorrow. I seriously struggled on the first 2 piece sets. Like, seriously, not good at all, but that's okay. It's a-okay, you know? I started to do really well in them, mainly because I found a piece set group. My physics piece set group, literally a gift from God. They're so amazing. I love them so much. Now we're like actually friends, I think. Find piece set groups, do work together, but make sure you know how to do the problems, because the midterm is exactly like the piece set problems. Since I didn't do too hot on the first 2 piece sets and I did well in the second 2 piece sets, when it came to like that midterm that focused on all 4 of those piece sets, like I like failed it. No cap, I failed it. The class is graded on progress and improvement, not just numbers. I'm like, thank you, that's me, I'll be fine. And it was only like 12% of the grade. Our next midterm is next Thursday, and that's 18% of the grade. I don't know, I feel a lot more confident about it, where I did until we talked about like, actually no, I'm fine with rotational motion. We'll see. My freshman seminar is all of physics in 13 days, as I said earlier. We only meet once a week from 6 p.m. to 8:45 on Thursdays. That's the allotted time, but we never actually go to 8:45. We usually end around 7:45, so it's about 2 hours. And I really got so lucky. There's no work for that class, no reading, no assignments, no nothing. The only thing we have is a project, and that project is due the Thursday before Thanksgiving. And we have to make a smoke ring launcher. So I have to make that. Don't know how I will, but oh snap, that's coming up really soon. I better figure that out. In the class, we just sit and talk about really complex physics topics, so when we actually like learn them in a classroom setting, we'll understand them a lot better. It's a great class philosophy. And then my last class is Expository, the psychology of success and failure. I said it right for the first time. This class is so much fun. We meet twice a week at 10:30 in the morning, Mondays and Wednesdays. Instead of like exams, we have 3 papers, and each paper has 2 drafts. So there's a draft and then a revision, and in between the draft and revision you get a conference. So right now we just submitted our second essay draft. So I had my conference on Monday, and then the actual like revision is due next Wednesday. And this class is really helpful. It's super interesting. We have a decent amount of assignments. Like we usually have 1 due every class, but it's fine. It's like really manageable, not too much work. I really feel like I'm becoming a better writer. Am I ready to write college level academic stuff? Probably not, but that's okay. I'll figure it out, I guess. The classes I'm thinking of taking next semester are Math 21A, Math 21A, Astronomy 16, which is really cool. Apparently, like, if you find an exoplanet, you automatically get an A in the class. Originally, I was gonna take Physics 15B, but I don't think I want to die like that. Apparently, in 15B, it's better to have taken 21A before, so I guess I'll take 15B in the fall. And then I have 2 more spaces for classes. I was thinking about taking Spanish, but I really want to take Chinese, and Chinese is like a fall spring course, so you have to take the one in the fall. So I guess I'm going to take 2 gen eds. Gen eds are basically like general education requirements. I really want to take like an intro to poetry writing workshop. I think that would be really fun. So yeah. By the way, I know I'm wearing a Middlebury sweatshirt. It's so nice. You can't tell me this sweatshirt isn't like crisp. Period. You said that we